Getting your kids excited about doing homework may sound unbelievable, but 10 homework centers have revolutionized the way hundreds of young students across Metro Atlanta learn after the school bell rings. Atlanta News First anchor Savannah Louie joins us with their secret. And Savannah, students aren't just having fun, they're retaining the material at really shocking rates.
Tracy, we're going to call this a win-win situation, I think, for everybody involved here. 100% of students in SCANA homework centers are showing improvements year over year. And as the U.S. reports a drop in math and reading test scores, that's since 2020. I spoke with the educators behind the homework center success about why more kids aren't getting involved, though. If your homework looked like designing robots,
we come up with stuff by our own.
You'd probably look forward to the extra schoolwork just like these fourth graders at Woodward Elementary.
Whatever their focus is, whatever that project is, we make sure they have the funds and the resources to do that.
Carol King heads up sponsorships and social impact at SCANA Energy, behind 10 homework centers across the Atlanta Metro. Each after-school program, accessible to 30 students at Title I schools, provides resources for students pursuing science, technology, engineering, and math.
To watch these kids grow and find something that they're passionate about, it means the world.
This is the Branchosaurus. And
the program particularly crucial for low-income minorities, often lacking resources for these high-tech assignments, laying the groundwork to opportunities about a decade down the line.
You have these universities that's here in town, but it seems like there is a wall around it, and you don't necessarily have access.
The format works. King says 100% of the students here report higher scores in math, reading, and testing overall, not just benefiting the kids, but their families too.
El tiempo que él toma después de la escuela quedándose aquí, él está aprendiendo más a base de aprender nuevas cosas. En un día, en un futuro, él lo va a usar. So now the big question, why can't we get every kid involved in one of these homework centers, right? Well, the centers are capped at 30 students each, and there is a wait list filled with parents and teacher recommendations. So SCANA Energy hopes to open 2 more homework centers within the coming years. We're going to have this story posted later on at AtlantaNewsFirst.com. If you want to have more information about fundraising, we'll have that available to you. Tracy.